to win. This company really works, different ways and different angles to help each agent to help to, we always say that there's always different ways to methods to how you want to win the game. But we have we know that there's the basic foundation of what we want to do. We create a lot of lead flow for you guys, but you have to get involved in it. So, but we definitely, we have the conversion that will get you your own websites, your own CRM programs, the whole different things. But you just get involved with us. We'll help you through it. Not a big deal. And we're also now having callers, actually calling for the leads for listings. So, and wanting to learn how to get listings. I went out on a lot of listings this week and was able to. The program that we have is unbeatable. Nobody beats the rebate. You would think that the rebate is for the buyer, which it is. We give some of our money back to a buyer to lure more buyers to the table for us. It works. Absolutely works. You talk to a buyer, we enhance buyers to come to us. Buyers do come to us. If you talk to a buyer, we're going to help them with their closing costs, give them a little bit of our feedback. It will lure more buyers to us. It works. But for a seller, what are they looking for? They're looking for buyers. So what we've done is we're going after the listings. So we're making a concerted effort to get more listings. So as soon as we snap our fingers, guess what happens? We're now listing massive amounts of properties. Because guess what? Sellers, what do the sellers need? We talk about this all the time in training. What do sellers need? They need buyers. So if you have a company that actually can lure more buyers, then they're going to choose us. We have the strategy to create more buyer flow. So whether it be 100,000. Oh, how you doing? Come on in.
Sorry, I went to the wrong place.
You are at the right place. Come on in. You can hide in the corner. That's okay. But you have to take a donut. So you can have a donut, sit in the corner, and take them all over there. Cheat.
I need a
Take two. Two-fisted. So the buyers, the sellers need buyers. We actually get more buyers, and that is exactly what sellers are looking for. So for us, we then now are going to create more seller flow as well as buyer flow for you guys. So we teach you how to get buyers, and now we'll teach you how to get sellers, and now that's how you get into this business. So that's what we here at Rebate will show you how to get the foundations of how to build your business, and even people that have been in the business for 5, 10 years and longer are learning they're learning new tricks. People who been in this business for a very long time think they know. Actually, they know a little bit, and they know enough to get them to a certain level. But we get people to get them into higher levels, and that's what we do here. We teach people how to take, if they want to do 3, 4, 5 sales a month, we can get them to 8, 9, 10 sales a month. So people that want to get up to 1, 2 sales a month, we get them to whatever level you want to go to. Did you ever hear the expression, I say it, you can't teach what you don't know. Well, we actually know here. So we have the years of experience to teach you, to become whatever you want to become. You want to make a 50,000 a year, 100,000, $500,000. We actually earn that money. So a lot of people, a lot of companies, they haven't earned that kind of money, so they can't teach you what they don't know. We actually know how to do this, and we have a product that is unbeatable. The public loves what we do, and that's the most important. Most real estate companies do the same thing. We do something uniquely different. We differentiate. The differentiating of what we do separates us from the pack. All of them do the same thing. We do something different and uniquely different. You're at a place where, guess what? If you want to get in this business and actually win, This is the place, this is really the only place where you can actually win, because they're all doing the same thing. And if you have so many people in real estate that are trying to do the same thing, going after a certain amount of business, well, there's too many realtors going after a pile of business and a pile of food out there. There's not enough food to feed the people, feed the realtors. Well, we have the hammers to get that food. So people want this product. So again, it's out there promoting it. We teach you how to do that. So just learn, listen, and right from here on in, you'll see our videos. Go online, and again, you can review. This week we did contracts from start to finish, and that's a good class to go on, and we'll have them again live for you, and again on our videos. Today it's buyers from start to finish. And let me tell you, you go through a process of getting a sale, and I remember in my early days, and we get that buyer and we get it through, and that's how I actually got into real estate myself. I bought a home, and the agent who I bought it from really kind of dropped the ball, and really I bought the house, and I was kind of left hanging there, didn't know what to do to facilitate that sale. And I had to do the sale myself to really take it from start to finish. In other words, I had to go to the bank. I had to go to get the whole deal done, had to get to the mortgage company, the title company, had to do the whole deal. And in doing that, and I was 20 when I bought my first home, and I really liked the process. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't know what I was actually doing, but I really did enjoy it, and even though the agent didn't do it, I did, and it really perked my interest and say, I really think that I could do this, and that's what really got me interested in looking at that as a potential of making it, earning income with it, not knowing could I really make any money at it. I didn't know, and lo and behold, I not only was able to make a little extra money, I was able to not make extra money, I was able to make a career and dominate it for many, many, many years. So the opportunity in real estate is like something I've never seen. So there's so many things to get involved in real estate, in development of land, building houses, rehabbing, auctions, brokerage business, listing, selling. It's endless of what you can do. Property management. There's so many things and so many different pieces to real estate, but it's really not easy getting in. And that's why the 26 classes that we have, all these pieces to the puzzle that you have, all the classes that you'll take, even the one here today, even going through it, I have people here that go through these classes, honestly, that will have to go through them 1, 2, 3 times and go over it over and over and over until you really get it down. You really never get it down until you actually get the sale and go through the process. Once you go out and do it, even when I do the listing classes, doing the presentation, till you actually see it done, and they'll see me actually do a presentation. It's like driving a car and you're a passenger. Until you actually get in the car and go to drive the car, it's a little different being a passenger than doing it. Till you actually do the presentation yourself, then you really learn. Till you actually sell a house and take a buyer from start to finish is when you'll learn the process. But it's good to know the basics in here. It's good to know what you're going to have to do to get a sale. You take a sale, you get a buyer, you do all the work to find a house and get it through. You want to make sure it gets to settlement. And once you get it to settlement and you do a good job and people know that they're in good hands, that's where all the referrals come. Because if you have a situation where those people don't feel uncomfortable, or if they don't feel that you did the job for them through the whole transaction, they'll never refer you. They're going to say that you are a bad agent and they'll never use you again. I don't care if you give your whole commission to them. That rebate, when you give it to them at the end of the day, when you give them that check, and they go, wow, and you helped them with the closing, and they felt comfortable with you in that whole transaction, and they were in good hands, and you did this whole sheet that we're going to go over, and you do everything that you're supposed to do. They're going to refer you, and that is what this is about. This is about building your business, one by one by one, building your foundation for your future. Like I talk about all the time, this is like about an attorney, this is about a doctor, this is about building your clientele. I want you to look at this as a professional. You are a professional building your clientele, one by one by one. So how you treat your clients, what you do in the transaction, not just selling the house. Oh boy, we did the deal, we got a contract done, but taking that from start to the settlement table, all that middle stuff. Remember we talked yesterday, we talked to it to song, getting all that paperwork done, making that importantly, getting all that done, that's the most important thing. And then when you start doing a lot of sales, then it gets, oh boy, it's all good, but then it can get very, we can get into a lot of time, efforts, and we got, and really, I just was, and I was on the phone outside, we had one, and that's what we're going to go through. Part of the middle of this is going through home inspections. All the glitches, all the things that things can fall through the cracks when these deals can fall through. Deals will fall through anyway. There's a slither of percentages, but if you do it correctly, very few will fall through. If you do it wrong, you'll have a massive amount that will fall through. The key is to have a very small percentage fall through. That's the key. Once you sell a house, if you do it right, you'll have very few fall throughs. Okay? So let's go through this. Okay? Let's go one by one by one. Now, if you have a question, don't ask me. No, I want you to ask me. I want you to ask me any question.
You have an extra sheet.
Oh, do you want to ask? Oh,
She needs one.
of course.
I'll make a copy.
Late. No, I'm teasing you.
I wasn't joking.
I got a red version.
I went out there as well.
That's right.
Okay. We're not going to go too much into where we get our buyers and things of this. Of course, we do have conversion that you want to start talking to us about. Getting into conversion, and that where we get you some leads. They will be on the internet. You would get a website. You would get if you join Rebate, you do have the ability to be able to do that. You can get them on Craigslist, run Craigslist ads. That's why if you really want to start getting leads to buyers, then you'd sit down with me and we'll work out a strategy to how to get buyers. We can do that. I'll help you do that, but not today. But we can get buyers. Buyers are available. I have at least 7 or 8 sources of how we can get buyers, and you can consistently get buyers. It's important. We talk about, a lot of real estate companies say, hey, get your family, friends, to go and Facebook, do these things. Absolutely, you can do all those things. Want you to do all that. But you know what? What I'm going to teach you is to do outside of your family and friends. I call that icing. Here, what I do is I'm going to teach you how to bake the cake, getting people that you don't know. I want you to sell to people that you don't know. People that you do know, that's icing. Icing is good. So we're gonna teach you how to get people that you don't know. People that you do know, great. That's wonderful. You can get people, your family, friends. A lot of times, and when I first got into business, the people that when I was a kid, they avoided me in the beginning because they didn't want to be the first victims, right? Until they until I got experience. Till you get really, they don't want to be till you don't know enough. Then when you get better, they'll come use you. So ultimately, what you want to do is you want to learn how to get business on a consistent basis. And that is the key to getting a lot of calls, talking to a lot of people, and having a lot of clay, you want to talk to a lot of people on a regular basis. The reason I say that you want to talk to a lot of people is that you want to weed through a lot of people. If you only talk to a few people, then you're going to be at the mercy of dealing with people that you may or may not want to work with. I want you to be able to take the cream off the top. In other words, what I want you to do is I want you to be able to pick the people that you want to work with, not just work with just what you got. Have a trash can close that you'll be able to qualify people. Make sure that what you're working, you can be able to work with. If you can't work with and place